What's up, everybody? This is Zach.
And I'm Matt.
And this is another random ramblings with Matt and Zach. So, Matt, I have something very uncomfortable to bring up. And
Oh, God.
we've had these discussions in the past. And I thought I'd put it on video. So, I came to a conclusion a couple years ago that something in the automobile industry, something horrible had happened. And that is that Lexus and BMW have essentially become the exact same company.
Wait. They are not the same company. They are not.
Let me prove my point. In the year 2000, BMW was a sports sedan manufacturer.
Right.
They made luxury sporty cars.
Yes, absolutely.
You had
Even the 7 Series was a sport tune compared to like an S
exactly.
Series.
So you had the 3 Series, the 5 Series, the 7 Series.
Right.
You had the Z Series.
Right.
And you also had the introduction of the X5.
Right.
Which
you can argue saved BMW because of the sales, the way the Cayenne saved Porsche.
It did save BMW, but it was really the first sport utility vehicle.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Because, the 4.4 liter V8 was fantastic. It was wonderful.
Right up until they needed their systems.
That was back in 2000. At the same time, Lexus was a very luxurious car, but not over the top and overly done.
Right.
And
they had sort of moved into Cadillac territory, that kind of the American luxury, like Cadillac was no longer as premium.
Something like that.
Okay.
But it had a very Japanese twist to it. So it was luxury with functionality and
more rational.
Yeah, it was a much more rational luxury choice. So now I want you to tell me, how would you describe BMW and Lexus now?
Well, there's big differences, right? Lexus's number one seller is the RX. Right? It's a 2-row floaty.
BMW X3?
X5.
Okay, we'll go with the BMW X5.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me, how's Lexus's? How would you describe Lexus's GS series sedan?
It's a rear-wheel drive V8 or V6 or V8 with sporting intentions.
Sporty intentions, but not really a sports sedan, correct? How would you define BMW's current 5 Series?
Rear-wheel drive.
Do you see where I'm going with this?
Luxury sedan with sporting intentions, but no real sportiness.
Yes.
Damn it!
Yes.
Damn it!
Yes. Okay. I had to do this. So essentially what's happened is Lexus...
The LS has become the 7 Series.
Yes. Now, in my opinion, the 2005, I know, it's okay. The 2006, 2005 Lexus LS 430 is, in my own personal opinion, the best luxury car ever made. Because you had the luxury...
For the money.
No, not even for the money. I'm saying of all time.
Against a Bentley or Rolls Royce?
Against a Bentley or Rolls Royce.
We're going to have to agree to disagree on this one.
Well, hold on.
I've driven that car, by the way.
Yes.
And I loved it from first.
This is why I say this. Because you get all of the luxury,
Okay.
but not over the top. You get a fantastic, probably the smoothest running V8 I've ever felt. A very, very supple ride. And the fact that it doesn't have to spend every 15,000 miles in the repair shop, and you're not having to spend several $1,000s to fix it. You can go and just oil changes for a long period of time.
Okay, James May.
You can't do that in a Bentley. You can't do that in any other luxury car. So that's why I say it's the best luxury car ever made, because it's giving you what you love about a luxury car.
It's the best luxury car for normal people.
Sure. Anyways,
okay.
I
want to be cosseted.
Okay.
I want to be in a vehicle that allows me to use the word cosseted without irony. I do. I want to enjoy driving the car, and I want to enjoy being driven in that car. That's why something like a Bentley.
I'm laughing at the fact that there was a word that you just wanted to have to use. This is what I do with
If I want the folks in Crewe, England, to build something that excellent, or even a Rolls, I'm not particular.
Yeah.
Then let's do that. I'm having like the sporting intentions.
We're getting off track here, and I'm not sure if you're doing it on purpose.
Okay, so fine. You know what?
So
here's the thing: if you're gonna do the Lexus BMW thing, run through the lineup. Okay. 2 Series.
That would be do they still do the IS?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah.
They make an IS250 F Sport, which is all the suspension and none of the power, and the IS350, which is all the power and none of the suspension.
Exactly. So 2 Series.
Right, not M, not
IS.
M. Yeah. Pretty, yeah, you're close enough. Okay. 3 Series. Yeah, okay, fine. ES. Well, I mean, obviously the size is a bit different, but
yes. Essentially the same car.
Yes. We all know that famous magazine took the 3 Series off their 10 best list a few years ago.
Yes, they did.
For a good reason.
Yes, they did.
Because it no longer had the sporting intentions. It went mass market instead of being enthusiast market.
Yep.
And they softened it. And everyone reviewed they softened it too much and took away the visceral feel.
Yes. So
Fine.
BMW became a more Japanese luxury car, but still wanted to try to keep somewhat of the sporty intentions.
And Lexus
wanted to be more German, but not quite all the way to the full-on sportiness.
Right, where you.
So they kind of did this, and now they're the exact same company. Okay, now I'm going to prove my point. In 2015, BMW sold 1.9 million cars worldwide. With how many different car lines? How many different model lines?
BMW now sells 13 different models.
13 different models. 13. That's a 1 and a 3. 13 different models.
That's more than Toyota.
That's more than Toyota and Honda. So, what happened is you had the 3 Series, the 5 Series, the 7 Series, the X5, and the Z. And they focused on those cars. And I would have to say that each and every single one of those cars were, if not the best in their class, were
top 3, top 5, depending on the car.
Yeah, depending upon the car,
yeah.
Definitely within the top 3 of each of their classes.
Right, for someone who likes to drive a car.
Yeah, exactly. And now what they've done is they've ballooned their product line so much that they've lost focus of
anything. Just
of anything.
Yeah.
I mean,
it just sell more cars.
Yeah.
That's all. That's their focus. Sell more cars.
Yeah. I mean, a BMW M3 used to be a no-brainer. If you wanted a high performance, either 2-door or 4-door sedan body style, you got an M3. It, unless you just wanted to be different, and then you got the Audi. But
right, but then you knew what you were giving up buying the Audi.
yeah, you knew what you were giving up when you were buying the Audi. Now,
Like an S4. Right?
I mean, now you'd almost have to get the S4.
I'll go even farther. Okay, now
Okay.
I'm coming around to what you're saying. Sadly enough. Okay.
You can't see it. There's tears in his eyes.
They each are doing two things that are incredibly stupid.
Okay.
BMW stupidity can be summed up in two words: Grand Coupe. And Lexus's stupidity can be summed up in two words: spindle grill.
I was gonna get around to the styling.
I know you were. The one thing BMW has
I'll let
left
you.
is the styling. Say what you will. The front end of it. Give me the front end. I don't.
I'll give you the front end
Okay.
because
the kidney grill and the Hofmeister Knick, on the rear window. Yes, it's far and away. It makes the Lexus look like they stopped trying halfway through the process. On the front end.
I disagree. I think Lexus tried way too
Oh, there you
hard.
go. Yeah. Overcompensate.
Way
Right.
way too hard.
The only spindle grill that's ever looks good is the new GT3 race car. They just launched for the at Daytona this last weekend.
Okay, I haven't seen the pictures of those.
Yeah, that's the only reason
Okay.
one. And the reason is the front of the car sits about 2 inches off the ground, and the grill all does this like squishy, like
Yeah.
wide thing, and it works better.
So
It
I'm
works
gonna
in any way at all.
I'm gonna give you a caveat on the BMW as far as styling wise,
Okay,
because
I think I know where you're going with this.
yeah, you did. You did. So let's take a 5 Series BMW, and you look at the front of it, and okay, good styling and
It's a
stuff
good
like
looking
that.
car.
Okay. Now what I want you guys to do is as soon as you're done with this, or bring up another little window or whatever up here, and I want you to take a picture of the rear end of a brand new 5 Series.
Or 3 Series, really. It works for both.
Yeah, 3 Series or 5 Series. And now I want you to bring up the back end of a Honda Accord. And I want you to honestly tell me...
2016 for both cars, by the way.
Yeah, let's do 2016 for both cars. And then I want you to tell me which one honestly looks better. Because I've seen them both actually side by side. And
It's staggering.
you have too.
Yes, I have.
And what was your response?
Something along the lines of the BMW looks sad, like they stopped trying.
And the Honda?
Looks way more expensive than it should be for the money.
Thank you.
Because that back end on the Honda has an starting MSRP of 24, and if I'm not mistaken, the BMW's more like 44.
Probably higher.
To start for like a 320i.
Yeah. So there's a $20,000 difference.
And the double exhaust, the split dual exhaust on the BMW doesn't even start until I think the 335. So now you're even higher.
Now
in the price
you're in the
bracket.
60s.
Right. So you compare that to an Accord Sport, which starts at 26.
Yeah.
And compare that to say a $52,000 335i
Yeah.
with the dual exhaust.
Yeah.
And that's actually your best comparison right there.
Yeah. And here's the other thing
Ugh.
that's even worse. Okay, that's even worse. The Germans used to be known for functionality. Everything inside of a German automobile
Right.
was functional.
It did something.
You know,
it was important.
the Italians had
Flair.
Flair. The British were just weird. The Americans were just
About power and blocky shape.
cheap.
Cheap
And
power. It was cheap power.
I'm talking about the inside.
Yeah, cheap.
But the
Cheap,
Germans
basic
and
functional.
the Germans and the Japanese went back and forth on functionality.
Right.
I mean, they spend so much, doing ergonomics. I got into a brand new BMW 5 Series.
Mm-hmm.
And it had all the goodies of that. The iDrive, still, why do you still have that BMW? Why do you still have the iDrive?
Stop, you're talking to the wrong audience. Keep going.
Sorry. Yeah, like BMW's listening. And then I went, okay, this is a nice car. I got into it. Everything was kind of a little bit new age techie and everything like that. So, okay. You know, everything's just kind of updated. And then somebody else wanted to get into the other side. So I said, hold on, let me unlock the door. And then spent the next 5 minutes, and that's not an exaggeration, 5 minutes, finding the door unlock. Because you would think that the door unlock switch would be by the door.
Right, on the driver's armrest.
Yeah. You know where it is?
No.
It's way high up in the middle of the dash, just above the hazard light. And the only reason why I found out where it was is because I had to look it up on my phone.
Quick reaction, okay?
And-
BMW owns Mini Cooper. They must have been taking a page from Mini Cooper with that kind of crap. Because Mini Cooper's got that bank of switches at the bottom.
Oh yeah. No.
That's all I can
used
figure
to
out.
sell Mini Coopers,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
and it was like, you know what? We need to take a window switch and actually put it underneath the seat. You know, just But that's British. They were kind of taking it.
Right, but it's not.
Well, it's not now.
Right. You sold German iterations of a Mini Cooper.
Well, I sold a German suspension, British body and interior, and the engine out of.
And the cars were made where?
Well, they were made in Britain. They had BMW did the suspension,
And the engine,
and the engine and transmission may have been French.
Oh, good. A recipe for reliability if there ever was one.
Yeah, it's kind of a quick race to the bottom. So, anyways.
All the work of the European salad.
This is what I'm talking about. It's like both BMW and Lexus kind of forgot. It's like they got like temporary amnesia and then developed whole new lives for themselves. But yet they lived together, so they kind of became the exact same person. So I mean, it's just But it's not too late. It's not too late. I haven't driven the new LS.
Well, no, it hasn't even launched yet.
Yeah, so I haven't driven the new LS.
Or if it has, it's just come out. I don't know.
Yeah, but
By the time you see this, who knows?
Yeah, exactly. But anyways,
well, you know what? As long as the LS stays basically floaty, as long as it has some dive in the corners, those were good things. That's something I look for in an LS.
yeah,
It's of course it'll be silky smooth. It'll have dynamic engine mounts and harmonic blah blah blah. Who knows?
yeah,
Don't care. As long as it drives roughly like an LS,
yeah,
which is basically somewhere between a Buick Roadmaster on the one end, in terms of size, won't be smaller than that, and better than last generation 7 Series.
okay,
Less sporty than that, right?
Okay.
Somewhere in there, I'm okay with that.
okay,
I can live with that. This is going to sound bizarre. One of the things that I found comforting about the LS that I drove the early 2000s was the bank of buttons.
it didn't really have much.
Because, well, yeah, it had...
It was nice and simple.
It had 2 of my 3 trifecta for a sound system. It had a tape deck and a 6-disc CD player. It was
It's
awesome.
2017. Would you get with the digital age?
It was awesome. Anyway, and then it had the bank of buttons, and all I had to do to figure out what to do with the car was read the button. Then I knew what the car did. It was fantastic. I like infotainment systems, but they have to work well. So as long as Lexus didn't screw up the infotainment system, it should be a decent car.
Like Honda?
Like everybody. They've all screwed them up, all in different ways.
I hate, because, see, here's the thing, and if anybody in the automotive industry is listening, please hear me on this. The difference between a button and a screen. If I touch a button, it works right then. So button works. With a screen, and your cell phone is the exact same way, you touch it, and it waits, and now it wants to work. The problem also is that when you're in a car and you're trying to do the screen and you're bouncing along, and now you've got to hit the right button on the screen. So,
right.
But you don't want to make the icon or the touching area too huge, because you want to be able to. It's just a button, just buttons. It's great. So, anyways,
you know what? When it becomes Apple CarPlay, Android Auto across the board, it won't matter anymore.
Yeah, I'm totally on board with the Apple CarPlay, Android Auto,
Yeah,
and
the volume knob is nice,
and having a volume knob, yes,
and that's all you really need.
it is really, really nice. As Honda discovered with their CR-V, you just a volume knob. It works. It just works nice. I wanted to thank you all for being here for
Listening to these two idiots.
well, yeah, listening to us two idiots. But also I wanted to thank you guys for being here for Matt's first therapy session. So we will.
It's gonna take me a while to get over the Lexus BMW thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's.
Yeah, the RX is an X5.
Yeah. So
See you next time.
Yep.